Hi everyone, this is Mevi and today I'll show you how I made a tagged input with AppCover Composer Pro. So first I'll show you just how the end result works. Here we have the demo, so when the user taps on the tag input, they get suggested tags that are already available in the app, and they can click on any tag, or they can just write their own tag and add it from the plus. And then if they remove a tag from the list, if it was from the database, it will appear in the suggested tags, and if not, it will just disappear. And typing here will also search from the existing tags which match the query. All right, so let's get started. This is going to be a lot of containers within containers. So we will start first with the container that will become our. I like to put components inside containers just to have some clarity on the page when I have multiple components on the page. So that's why this would not need to be in a container, but I'm going to put it in one. And this upper container is going to be the one for selected tags. And the lower one is going to have the input, the drop down thing, and then the icon. So this is going to be input plus icon for clarity. Then I will drag a input field into the input and icon field, and then there will be I need to have that in another container. Let's just put a container there at the input there, because this input and icon needs to be a horizontal container and have the icon in it, like so. And this first container it's a vertical one, but it should grow like so. And please align items, justify content. Oh wait, no, this one, not this one, sorry, the one on above should be aligning items so that the icon is centered vertically. So this is going to be, this container here is going to be the input container. And the other thing that we have in this container is going to be the, in this container, is going to be the suggested tags drop down, kind of drop down thingy. Like so. I'll just get to styling this suggested tags. Oh, okay, let's wait. Oh yeah, I'll just get to styling this suggested tags container first. So the trick here is that because we wanted to kind of, oh, you can do this in a different way, but I wanted it to hover over everything else so that when this container appears, it's on top of anything that's beneath it. Of course, you probably want to have enough space underneath there so that it doesn't cover anything, but I didn't want the UI to jump around, which is why I'm going to go into the advanced properties and set it to position absolute. And then this is the specific amount of pixels that I found that works in this specific layout. It should work to just go below the container, the input above, but you can adjust that depending on it. Like if your font is different or the font size is different, that may differ. And we want to have flex grow here. Or I think we want to have flex grow here. Let's see. I will look at my example every now and then. Okay, not flex grow. What is it then? 100% width. And height should be the same as the one on the input field. I'll just put this at 37 first and adjust it later on. I think here I have made it a bit higher. Yes, 40. Oh yes, it should be minimum height because it can expand if there are several rows of tags, like so. Then we wanted to have a white background. We want to have a border, but only on every other direction than on the top. Well, you could have it also on the top if you position it there, but I wanted it like this. And the color should be the same as the input color border, like so. And I also wanted to add shadow because then it just looks more like it's hovering over everything else rather than just, well, it looks better with the shadow to my eye. You can, of course, adjust to whatever you like. So now we have this here. Then I just change the icon to be something more appropriate. Where is the plus? There's a 1. Okay, there's plus. Yes. Okay. Next thing here, I'm going to make the tag element, which will be reused in the selected tags and the suggested tags. This is, once again, a container. I will actually, at this point, make this selected tags container go sideways, because this tag container is going to be repeating with, oh yes, I have to show you first the data setup here. So first of all, I have created data into the app. You have to have a source from which you get the tags. I have just made like a resource called tags, and I have put some tags in here. But you could also have this type of data where you have the tags within it, and you kind of scrape all the different data and pick tags that are unique and then display them. But that's up to you, like how I will only show it with the tags, and I will not go into how you would do it from a different type of data set, but it can be done. I have done so in the app where I made this actually. So, but page variables are going to be selected tags and suggested tags, and these are going to just have the name field of the tag. And this tag input is going to be the text that's whatever the user has typed into the input. And then there's a data variable called tags. So we are going to repeat this with the selected tags data right here. And now we can style it. You want the background to have color. Here I have just chosen whatever the theme has set to be the informative color. You probably want to have some margins. I think I put just 2 and 2, and then paddings, sideways 4, and up just 1, at least to start with. And then under border, you can find radius, which is what makes it round and pretty, like so. And then what we want to do, well, we want to name this as tag, just to be clear. And then you will want to make this a horizontal container because you want to add both a text and the icon. You don't want to have the icon in the suggested tags, but because you want to have it here, you should, well, you can create also the selected tags first. It doesn't really matter. All right. Let's just align things. Here, the important thing, so that this tag doesn't look like a ball, is to remove the margins from the text, because they're default margins there. And to style, let's see. Let's add a little cross. Is the color cross? I think it's a cross here. And make the text more visible by making it white. White, and then I believe I set these to be, I chose the font sizes according to the label font sizes. Line height label. Well, I can leave the other ones. Well, text transform. Oh, no, font weight is what I want. Let's see, font weight label. Yes, starting to look like the example below. Here, same thing with the white. And then this looks a tad too big, so let's put it as icon size. No, this is still too big. Icon size tiny. Tiny it is. All right. Yeah, and let's add a little bit of a margin here. A 4, 2, or now maybe 4. Let's put 4. Okay. Now it's look good. All right. So next, I'll just paste it here, and then we find out that this input. Wait, no. The suggested tags wasn't vertical. I just had it open and then I closed it. Wasn't vertical, although it needs to be. Oh yeah, and I think we want to have within this another containers within containers, because on what there's a specific. I'm going to show you there's some specific things that you need to do specifically for the web that you don't need to do if you're only doing this for mobile, and that's adding this X button here, doing specific things for the on blur that don't apply to web because of the difference in like focus of input field in web and mobile. Let's see, tag aligner. Tag aligner. Let's name this. And we wanted this to have 90%, just to leave some air from for the. Where do I get the height? Are the tags the wrong height or something? Nope. Tag aligner. Why is it? Oh, I think suggested tags has some padding. Yep, 8 in every direction. To be quicker, okay, I'll do it properly. I'll add it from the spacer base. Spacer base. With this padding into every direction, it'll start looking better. All right. Yep. Tagliner. Yep. So this is going to be the one that wraps the tags if it goes on several rows, and yet allows the icon to stay in the same place. And this icon is needed for web specifically. Once more, the cross, which says times, but it's actually the cross. Let's put icon size small as the size, and just the subdued color. This doesn't need to pop. Well, okay, actually it's even lighter there. Is it shadow? It's shadow, yes. And suggested tags, align items. Yes. Now it's starting to look good. All right, and then we don't want this icon here in the suggested tags, so we take that away. All right, I'll still bind some more of the values that we have here, and then I think we have all the UI components, so we'll get into logic next. This will be repeated not with the selected tags, but with the suggested tags. Important difference. All right. So now getting into logic. Okay, wait, one more. This one, because this icon is styled depending on if there's text there. It's supposed to. Well, it's also I have made it so that it doesn't do anything if there's no text in the input field. Like it doesn't try to add an empty tag. But just to be more informative to the user, I have also made it that it changes color, so it looks active when there's text. Okay, now I think I have all the stylings here. So I will start showing you the logic. I think I'll show you first these two little events because I'm not going to redo these. I'm just going to show you. I put these into separate events because they are used in several places, like they're triggered from several places. You don't have to have them as separate events if you like copy pasting instead. But there's these are fired from trigger event. Just be careful when you drag an event node, you have to save event node, this receive event. When you drag this receive event node, you have to say, like if you try to select the event source now, it doesn't change the name here, and if you save it, it has disappeared. So remember to save first, and then select the source, and then it sticks. The change sticks. Yeah. So here. So when well, let's go when it gets suggested tags with query, it means that this takes into account the whatever is written into the search field, sort of, and finds the tags that match that. Of course, if this is empty, it matches to all of them, and it disqualifies from suggested tags all the tags that are in selected tags. And this data comes from the dataset of tags. So this is then whatever source you choose, like so. And then resetting suggested tags is after, for example, after the plus button is clicked. So you want to set the tag input to empty, nothing, and then you want to, well, get all the tags except the one. You want the suggested tag to be everything except what's in the selected tags. I think this might also work if I just put it there, but I'll show you just how it is now. You can always make something better. Yep. So, what shall we do first? Well, let's start with like, okay, you have typed here into this field. What should happen? So, yes, we shall go into triggering event. So we want this suggested tag part to appear whenever the user has, well, I want it to appear whenever the user taps this field, or and also we want to update changes to it when anything when whatever user has typed there has changed. So, but we don't want to do it too often because that gets kind of performance heavy. So I put a debounce node here, so only after the user has stopped typing long enough for 500 milliseconds, half a second, then this event will trigger, and this event is get suggested tags with query. Yep. And the other event here is just if you have deselected, if you click somewhere else, well, if you tap somewhere else, because this is only on mobile, so if it's web, then it does nothing. Only on mobile, it sets the tag input to be nothing. And this is also supposed to not kind of empty completely the suggested tag so that nothing will appear there. So I will just put this here. And let's see if I open this here. Okay, oh yeah, I need to, because right now the suggested tag is showing, although I haven't done anything yet, and I don't want that. So here we want, if suggested tags is empty, don't show this suggested tags. Ta-da! Whoops. All right. So right now it doesn't show anything. Oops. I still have to, of course, bind the content of these tags to something. Let's put the name. It's okay to be look like tag, but it should actually both should be bound to the current name. What else have I forgotten since this doesn't appear on first click up here? Oh, and yes, I should hide the X if it's not. This one should only show if it's not web. I mean, if it's web, then it shows that way around. Well, I will come to whatever I must do to make it appear here first. I remember I had this also last time, but then I figured something out and I will probably run into it while I do this. Unless I can find something that's different here. These inputs are weird because I made this from a composite tag, like this type of an input field instead of using the primitive. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, it works after the first time it works. Hmm. Yeah, I can't remember now. Well, I will come to it when I come to it. After suggested tags appearing, what we want to do is add from suggested tags. So from this stuff should happen. And the stuff that should happen is that you put selected tags. Well, I put this with unique item, which is kind of fancy. So I wanted to add only unique tags from into selected tags, just in case you have duplicates for some reason. Maybe the user has typed a duplicate before. I don't know actually what it should do in that case. That just popped into my mind and I haven't taken it into account before. So you can come up with something that takes that into account. All right. That's going to happen now, and from the plus button, only if the tag input is not empty, then it does the same thing. But of course here you have to kind of make the item that it adds. Here. And selected tags. From selected tags, the user clicks a selected tag if they want to delete the tag. So what happens here is that it removes the tag that was clicked, and if the tag input is empty, then it resets suggested tags, and if it isn't empty, it gets suggested tags with query. So if you were searching for something, it shows the rest of the results with the same query, but if not, then it does the query again without the whatever you were searching for. So we want this under the selected tags here, like so. Still wondering about why the tap isn't working. Is there something that I need to do to the input to make it work? Because I can't remember. Oh yeah, there was some. Or was this it? There was something. This was that if you tap on the suggested tag, well, this can't be it. If you tap on the suggested tags, it will just re-get the query instead of. Oh, this was another bug that I found. No, another problem that I found that I fixed. So if you tap on the suggested tags, it will don't if you kind of mistap that, you don't lose whatever you had here. It's the query again. All right. What else? What could I have missed? Hey, now it actually works. Not sure what exactly it was. Oh yeah, I have to wrap the. It's good that I'm trying these things out because I find more problems here. I have to wrap the selected tags here, or they're going to go out of the screen like that, and you don't want that. Like so, yes. Okay. I think that's everything. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask on the forums. I will try to answer as soon as I can. And if you have any betterments or ideas, just please go ahead and also post on the forums. Okay. I'll see you next time.
I almost forgot. I needed to show you what to do here with the X, which is only for the web. So what you want to do here is just that you want to empty the suggested tags. It's nothing more complex than that, because this would then close the whole suggested tags drop down thingy, because the input focus thing doesn't work on web. Alright, that's all for this time. I'll see you in the next one.